Okay, I went to town. I was figuring I was gonna cut this stump up, so I went to go get me some blades to cut it up, use a regular gas chainsaw. So I seen this thing right here, this Kobalt 40 volt. The only reason I got it, I didn't get it for the chainsaw. I got it from my weed eater because I got a weed eater that uses the same battery, same charger. So I figured, well, it was $2.99. But if you bought those two items separate, the charger and the battery, it costs you over $150. So I figured, well, I go ahead and get this because it's $2.99. I just get the saw with it. So I'm gonna do a test on this thing, which I already did. Looks like it's doing pretty good. You see the hole all the way through here. So I guess they did a few improvements. They used to be crap. So I figured, well, I'd pick this thing up. So it was pretty simple. Take it out of the box. You got your bar and your chain. No screws. You just line your chain with your bar and you pull it tight and hold it. Then you just kind of grab it with one hand and you stick it on there. And very simple, you line your bolt. This bolt's already built into your little tightener here. And your tensioner is already set up. You just got your little bar that goes through here. And it should it's already set. You just make sure it's all the way down here as far as it'll go to the holes right here. You just stick it in there. Very simple. You just line it up, screw it in, make sure these teeth are on there, line it up, just pull it tight, pull it up, out like when you're holding it up, tighten it up, just put your tensioner and get it nice and tight. Works pretty good. You take your 40 volt battery and slap it in there and you're ready to go. And pretty simple. You mash this and there you go. Pretty simple. So basically all I was going to do is I was going to do a battery test. So what I did, I got this piece of cedar that I dug up over here, and I'm going to cut this up. You see what I did, start right here. It's a 14 inch, but this thing is apparently a lot further than 14 inch, like most stuff that I cut up out here. I use an 18 inch gas saw as well, and I cut trees way bigger than this. So to kind of work my way around, I start right here. I bury it, of course. Kind of just let the saw do the work. Don't sit there and force it. So far we got all the way to here. And I kind of go back and forth as I go. And when get this about quarter ways all the way down, and just change it and come over here and do the same thing. Kind of work your way around. It's doing pretty good. We got it down to here, and I see how much battery I got left. And look at there, I done used one already just to do that. So it drains the battery. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting this. Just, I'm gonna try to do it with one hand, kind of give you an idea how I do it. I don't have my tripod with me. Just hold it. Don't force it, just hold it like that. Get it all the way down, and then just kind of do like that until it carries. Then I just pull it out here. Do the same thing on the other side. You get the picture. Go all the way down. Kind of start it right there. Lift your way in. Do the other side same way. It's kind of loose already. Just kind of work your way around. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this on a tripod. I'm going to show you how long it takes. But now I done burnt one bar. There's 4 bars on that battery. I done burnt 1 bar already. So is it good to use this electric or go ahead and get you a gas? Well, see there, look how they just popped right off there. But I guess if you don't want to mess around with all the mess gas and stuff, it's all right for simple jobs. I don't recommend cutting the tree down with this thing. But see, we done burnt 1 bar already. I'm gonna start on here. I'm gonna do the same thing, cut that off there. Let me go get my tripod. And I'm gonna see how much battery this thing will eat up just for making one more cut to give you an idea. And I'm not gonna force it. I just set it down there in the groove and just let the saw do the work. Don't force it. The reason I'm not forcing it because I'll drain that battery. So this is just a battery test. I want to see how long this thing lasts. So I'm going to start right there on that next one here and go all the way down. I'm pretty sure that'll break off. Then I'm going to start me another cut and see how long that battery lasts. Now, I showed you a while ago, we got 3 bars left. So I'm going to see how much battery to take out that next cut. So we're going to set it up and going to start cutting. Okay, I'm going to start this other piece over here and start cutting right here. I'm going to work my way down right now. I got 3 bars on here, see? So I'm going to see how many bars I'll have, or if I have anything left. I'm going to make a cut here and just kind of work my way around, kind of just do a little bit at a time. Because like I say, this is a 14-inch blade, chain, whatever. And this is apparently a lot further out. So I'm going to kind of work my way around. And we're going to give this a shot and see how long this thing lasts. I'm going to kind of go work my way in here at the top. Let the saw do the work. I'm going to let the saw do the work. I'm not going to put no pressure on it or nothing. I just want to see how long this thing lasts. So far it's doing pretty good. I'm going to work my way on the other side now. Just let the saw do the work. Just kind of stick it in there and let it go like that. Okay, I got that. Like I say, on both ends, this thing's probably double what this chain is. This chain's a 14. I wouldn't be surprised that's about, let's see, 14 and 14, 28. I wouldn't be surprised that thing's like 25 inches all the way across, because it literally buries it on both sides. So I'm gonna see, like I said, I'm gonna drop this, I'm gonna bust that right there off, then I'm gonna see how much battery I got left. And I'm going to cut this side over here some more. I'll work my way in. Don't force it. Grab it from the rear. And work my way down. Make sure you got a grip on here. I've been letting it go because I don't want to just let it just dig in by itself just to see how long that battery will last. But always make sure you got a grip on or kind of some kind of hold, but don't force it. And then if you force it, it wears the chain out. I don't want to cut into the dirt because that'll wear the chain out too. You just work around here, then I should be able to pull it apart. Don't do like what I did then. Make sure, because right here, if you kind of do like this, you'll get kickback. So make sure you got a grip. But like I said, I'm just trying to see how long this battery will last. But we're just about got cut through, so we're gonna break that off. That should break off. This will break off too. Then, and I might do another cut just for the heck of it. I'm just gonna see how long these batteries last. This battery lasts on this thing. Almost there. I'm going to get back a little bit more. And make sure when you're doing like this, make sure you got a grip because you don't want that kickback. Make sure you don't dig in the dirt. We got it loose. Let me get this one here a little bit more right here. See, right there it's binding, see. Should come right on off there. Yeah, just binding right there a little bit. See if this will pop off. There you go. See there, and I'm gonna finish this up. Make sure you don't dig in the dirt. That'll wear it out. That's it. Now, I'm gonna see how much battery I got on this thing still. I'm gonna hit the button right here. See what we got. Look at there. 1 bar. So in other words, to make that cut there, took 2 whole bars. That one cut there took a bar. That's 3 bars almost, not quite. Now we got 1 more bar left. And I don't know how much battery we use in that last bar. So this thing could go dead anytime. But luckily, like I say, the reason I bought this mainly was to get that extra battery so I could run my weed eater. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised it'll battery go down when I go cut through this. So I'm gonna do 1 more cut. And I'm gonna throw this on the burn pile. So we can see how much longer this battery lasts here. Got 1 more bar. It might die when I start, or it might get the hole cut, we'll see. But I'm gonna cut this off right here. Just let it dig in by itself, don't force it. Hold it, because I'm kind of digging down it from the top, it'll get kicked back, so make sure you hold it. You don't want to let it go. Look, I get the whole thing. Let me do the other side. It was a little rotten on the bottom, so that's why I didn't do much back and forth. But like I say, if it's not rotten, you got to kind of do a little bit on both sides. But it's kind of rotted on the other side. So I'm gonna cut this side, this right here, and it should maybe hopefully I'll have enough battery. Okay, let's see what it does. Nope. Let's see what we can do here. We kind of bottom it out. Now you got to make sure you hold on to this grip. Okay, make sure you don't dig in the dirt. I think that might happen. Look at there. Good cut. Like I said, a little rotten on the bottom. That's why it went a little quicker. So I guess I'm about ready to throw this thing on the burn pile. Now, if you want to wear your blade out, don't do this cross cut stuff. It's not designed for that. Probably need a special blade because you don't want to. That's tough. You don't want to do that. You'll wear that blade out quick. But other than that, that's it. And we're gonna see how many bars we have on here. That's one cut on the one bar left. Let's see what we got. Look at there. It's about out. It's blinking. That means charge the battery. See there? That's the only thing about disadvantage about using these electric chainsaws, weed eaters. You get almost done. You run out. But luckily I finished. So I'm ready to throw this on the burn pile and start with another project. Got another stump to dig up, do the same thing in the front yard. But like I say, I went and got this thing. I didn't get it for the saw. I got it for the battery and the charger. Because it's hard to find them things. Not only that, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for a battery and a charger. You're going to pay $150 for that by itself. So I seen this saw, and it had the same battery and charger as my weed eater. So I said, what the heck, I need an extra battery, an extra charger. That way I can just keep right on going. When the battery runs down, just pop another one in. I might pick another one up. That's about the only way you're going to get an accessory. You got to buy another piece. But who cares? As many cordless D-Watt drills I got to save money on batteries, because you pay $80 for a battery on a D-Watt drill. Shoot, I just buy the whole kit. Pay $99 for the whole thing. Shoot, you paying dang $75, $80 for the battery by itself. And you buy, and you figure, well, you pay $99 for a whole kit. Just get the others drill with it. I got 4, 5, or 6 D-Watt drills still in the plastic I ain't never used. I just get the battery out of it. That's usually the best way to do it. Just buy the whole kit. That's the best way to get the accessories. Same way with that, I got me an electric lawnmower over there. It uses an 80 volt with that, but this is a 40. But that's it. It works. Like I say, the only thing, the bad thing about this, you get almost done with the job, especially when you use this battery stuff. Battery runs down. That's why you always need a spare battery. That's what I got this for, a spare battery. But overall, this thing does pretty good. I mean, I need to tighten the chain up a little bit. It's very simple. You just take this right here. You got a plus and you got a minus over here. Right there we got plus and minus. Just tighten her up. See? Look at that. Very simple. Don't force it, it'll break. But kind of back off on this a little bit. Yeah, see, it'll just tighten right up. There's no screws. This is very simple. Everything just goes right together. Look at there. Now tighten that back down, we good to go. See? But I need another battery. This battery's run down, but like I say, that's the only thing about it. It's always good to have a spare battery, because you get almost done. You got maybe less than 5 minutes to do, especially when you're cutting the yard or weeding the yard. You got less than 5 minutes, battery runs down, and you got to go charge another battery to finish up. So it's always good to have a spare battery. But that's where I got this. But overall, this thing is a good saw here. For the electric, it's good. I don't recommend cutting a big old tree down like that pine tree over there. That pine tree over there. You see them pine trees? Don't cut them pine trees. I just get you a gas saw, but for yard work, this thing's okay. You'll dig a stump up and cut it up and throw it on a pile and burn it. This will work fine. Well, that's it for now. Talk to you later. I'm gonna pile this up and burn it, and I'm gonna start on the front yard and do me another stump. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, another thing when you're doing this is, I know it's all electric, say, well, all you got to do is put a battery in it, but make sure you put you some bar oil in it, because with this chainsaw, you still got to have bar oil for the bar. Make sure this is nice and lubricated. Stick you a little bit here. I just take me a napkin and kind of just do like this, and I always fill this up. You see, I done use that almost all up just on that right there. Well, I can see a little bit in there. It's probably down to about here, it's at the bottom. But make sure you put your Zambara oil in it, because any old thing, you ain't got to use their brand. I just use this old stuff like I use on my gas saws, on my gas chainsaw. Same thing, just use that, be fine. If you're tight, you're cheap, you can use some car motor oil. It don't matter. Oil's oil. As long as it's lubricating oil for machinery, it'll be fine. But just go ahead and you put your Zambara oil. Make sure you got that Zambara oil and you fill it all the way up to the top before you use it. If you don't, you'll burn this blade up. Chain up. I keep saying blade. But like I say, and make sure this is all lubricated. Just squirt you a little bit right here and just kind of just take you a little nap. I can always just lubricate it a little bit because, you know, when it's new, you know, I just right out of the box, I always kind of buff it down a little bit with some bar oil. See there, all that, look at all that right there. See there, make sure that's all cleaned out. Because if you don't, you'll burn that thing up, you'll burn the motor up. Just look at there. You gotta have it all, especially this is cedar. You cut that cedar, that's why I was doing this thing to the test, because this cedar is hard wood. So overall, this thing did pretty good. I bought them old Craftsmans, I don't want to say Craftsman, but I bought some old saws back in the day, some electric, and ain't nothing but junk. But they pretty well perfected these things now. So I'm pretty much all electric on my yard stuff. Chainsaw, got me a push mower up under there, it's 80 volt. It does pretty good. I just need to get a spare battery for it. But the only way you're gonna get one, you gotta buy another lawnmower to get an extra battery. Oh well, that's kind of a rip-off, but you do what you gotta do. I noticed that that's another thing, when you buy this stuff new, if you're gonna buy accessories, buy the accessories in, because they always changing this stuff up. It's like that lawnmower. I got one battery, I can't get another battery. The only way I'm gonna get another battery is buy another lawnmower. Because I waited too long. I bought the lawnmower, went back in there about 3 months later, wanted a spare battery. Guess what? Oh, we don't make that brand no more. They went to a different brand. So make sure when you buy this electric stuff, because they constantly changing, just make sure you buy your spare stuff with it. Batteries, whatever you need. But like I say, when you do this cutting, well, you don't have to put no oil in those. You pretty much just charge lawnmowers. You pretty much just charge them up. And same way with a weeder, you just charge it up. But with this here chainsaw, you got to have bar oil. Make sure you got you some bar oil to put on that. But that's it. I'm going to start on my other project out in the front yard, start cutting that other tree down. Well, that's it for now. Later. Bye.